Hey, Monica,
Hello.
where are you on this fine day?
I am in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Born and raised here, lived here my whole life.
What sort of work do you do?
Currently, I am a photographer. I've been a photographer full time for the last few years. I kind of stepped away from corporate America and decided to do what made my soul joyful. I'm a mom of two wonderful, beautiful children, so that also takes a great of my time.
So how did you end up starting this wonderful organization? Because it made me smile when I saw it as a bike rider myself.
Oh, cool. It was born out of a summer of me dedicating myself to riding. I found that I was kind of in a mental rut and a physical rut, and I knew from past experience that cycling could help me with both of those things. And before I knew it, I was like reaping the benefits of riding regularly. I was feeling great. I was emotionally stable, and I wanted to share that with other women. And the first thing I noticed through this summer of riding, which was 2013, was that there weren't any other women of color on bikes riding in my city. And so I thought there should be. And I wanted to figure out why. So I went to the internet to find, my people. And I didn't find any real good representation of women of color on bikes. So that was the beginning of Black Girls Do Bike.
Hey, Monica, tell me about the WW Wellness Impact Awards. What inspired you to apply?
Someone reached out to me via email and said, hey, I think this would be a good match for you. And once I started reading the criteria, I quickly realized that it was a perfect match. When I first saw it, I thought, health and wellness and weight loss, because that's what you associate with the brand. But what I thought was interesting is once I dived deep into the application process, there was a really huge emphasis put on democratizing wellness in terms of who gets it and who benefits and who has access to the things they need to be healthy and well. And that's kind of what we do at Black Girls Do Bike. We're trying to break down these barriers so these women can benefit from cycling when they're not. So it kind of morphed in my mind into a way to help people find their wellness by whatever means necessary. We had people vote for us and people were excited and they really wanted to help us win. And then, I spoke to the team at WW and they were extremely kind and friendly and they were rooting for us. So when we won, it was a surprise only because it was probably the first and largest grant we had ever received at the time. It was amazing to get the reward and to think of all the things that we can accomplish with it.
What will it allow you to do?
We have lots of agendas. And lots of hopes and aspirations. And we want to increase our staffing. And we want to do programming to help kids get on bikes, young girls. We've actually started a Black Girls Do Bike race team this year, which is going to be kind of growing and formalizing over the next few months and next few years, just to bring representation into the sport of cycling. And then we have these 100+ chapters around the country that we're supporting and maintaining. And so the money will definitely go towards helping that.
For so many of us, these kind of good ideas knock around in our head, maybe even in our hearts. Maybe we say them out loud, but actually bringing them to life is a whole different thing. What made you finally decide to bring it to life?
I thought it should exist. I think in the words of Toni Morrison, I wanted to write the book that I wanted to read. So I created a Facebook page. It was mainly just to be a place where women could come together and talk shop and share their love for bikes. And then eventually a website. And before I knew it, I was posting content regularly and people were liking it. And at some point, a woman reached out in Central Florida and said, I want to create a riding group in my town under the Black Girls Do Bike name. And that honestly was the moment where it just kind of clicked and everything else fell into place.
Yeah, you know how we do it for the people and the struggle of the brothers and the folks, the lovers of the dope, experiments.
Where's Black Girls Do Bike today?
At the end of 2020, we just crossed over 100 chapters and we're in every major city in the US. We had our first international chapter in London at the end of last year. We have 180 volunteer ladies who are leading our groups. And we have membership close to around 29,000 ladies. So we have grown by leaps and bounds since the beginning.
Bravo. And I have one of those sisters that is a Black girl that does bike. Monica, well, congratulations again. And thank you. Thank you for spending this time.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'm a big fan.